God,
Welcome. First
thank-
time. It's exciting.
this is so exciting. Thank you so much for having me on.
Anytime. Now, I'm really excited because you've got your first single out, but I probably should have explained to you before we went live. We often, when we have someone on for the first time, we like to hear a bit about your story. And even though it's your first single, but as we were talking before, it's a lot of work to get to your first single. So we want to know about your musical journey and how you got to this point.
Um, I don't know how. I'll try and do it as
Don't worry.
um. Look, I actually grew up as a dancer. In Mackay, North Queensland. So I'm a dancer through and through. But I did love to sing, and I have sung my whole life. But the nerves for me was probably my biggest barrier. I definitely did the singing as I got older into high school, I sung and I wrote songs, but I was very kind of secretive about it because I was just like the fear. I loved singing more than anything, but so I moved to Sydney after year 12 and I kept dancing and I still sung in Sydney. Um, but I just didn't really know what to do with it. And I came to Sydney and I did a lot of dance and musical theatre, but I wanted to sing my country songs, and they're like, no, you've got to. And so that kind of like, country music wasn't as big when I first moved to Sydney, and then getting told you shouldn't sing country music, it's like, oh,
Mm.
like I kind of finished with dancing full time, and I just kind of felt stuck. And within the last 2 or 3 years, I kind of fell back into music. I got writing again, got singing lessons, and I found my way back, and now I'm here. So it's always been a part of my life, but I don't have the fear anymore. And like I've done my uni degree, I've done my dancing, and it's like now it's time to do what I've always really wanted to do, and that's to
You're
sing.
ready.
Yeah.
What do you think pushed you over that nerve barrier? Because that would be, I could not imagine how scary that would be getting up and singing. Like, it's bad enough talking, let alone
I,
singing to someone.
I think I'll always be scared, but I've learned to kind of suppress that and not like let it not hide from it anymore. I think just kind of getting more confidence in myself, like when I started writing songs about 2 or 3 years ago, again, after not writing songs for a while, I was like, no, like these actually could be good. Like, I was like, I'm so sick of just sitting in my room, sitting at my piano. I was like, you know what, like I'm just gonna do it. And as I said, I re-enrolled myself even like my early 20s like into singing lessons, and I took them to my teacher and she's like, no, these are, and I got my confidence, like I strengthened up my singing and my writing. I was like, no more, like no more scared, like just do it, like got nothing to lose.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. Like, you may as well get it out there because if it's part of who you are, it's going to come out at some point. So
Yeah.
get in and do it. Yeah. Now,
No.
we were talking before you went live. So you had singing lessons and now you're doing singing lessons for people and teaching music. So how does that go for you now coming through? You were saying before your students, love to see what you're doing and things. How is that going now with your teaching? Does it help you on the other side of that?
Honestly, like get doing sing teaching, and like I still do dance teaching as well. It is nice. Like I feel like you learn so much from teaching.
Yeah.
Um, I think not only do we teach people to learn, we actually learn from it. Like, and there's so many things when I'm teaching the kids, I'm like, oh wow, like why? So I think that's amazing. Like, it's one of my favorite things of my job, and also like the kids are so supportive. They're like, now, Miss, like I love your song, and they're like my number one supporters. And I think them seeing what they can do, and not like just because we teach doesn't mean we have to give up the things we love. Like, why can't we do both? So I think
Yeah.
they'll see like what they can do with their life with the things they love. So yeah,
Lovely.
I love it.
And that's right. Why can't we do both? I guess, and that's the thing with this industry is that you kind of have you mold it to what works for you. There's no one way to be a singer or to be a person that releases music, or it's what works with you. You got to find your own way so you make it work.
Yeah, exactly. And I think teaching has like honestly, I've been every type of teacher since. So I think that's definitely helped me, especially with confidence and speaking and that. So I have to thank that for where I am now. That's
That sounds
amazing.
like lots of fun. Um, a lot of fun, and just as tiring as as our weekend on the road. Um, Kaz doesn't stop with music. I don't know how she has time to do anything else, which is it's what we like to hear. Now, as I said to you before, Scott's not here tonight helping, but he has done all these amazing graphics and things for us, and I quickly showed them to you before, but he did pop one up that I thought was good for him to have found. He said that you were a cheerleader for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. My tongue's not working tonight. Tell us how this came about. Obviously, with your dancing career, Ramesh.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
I actually still am doing
you're
it.
still
So
doing it.
yeah, I'm still doing it. You'll catch me at every home game. I actually was able to go to Vegas this year, so that was I obviously said I moved to Sydney to dance, and there was auditions in 2021. And back then Canterbury was not the Canterbury performing as well as they are now. And I just there was only maybe 30 to 40 of us girls at the audition, and I just danced my heart out. And I guess I danced well enough, and 5 years later I'm still a part of the camp team, and like I absolutely love it. So it definitely has felt like home being a part of the cheerleading.
How special. What a hard job. I
Maybe
see videos.
the Netflix documentary of the Dallas definitely is a big step up, but it is hard work, especially in winter time. It is not warm at all.
No. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, yuck. And it rain, and you
Yeah,
still play, don't they? Yeah.
yeah, rain, hail, or shine. Like honestly, we get there before the players. We normally leave after the players. Like we're there for anywhere from 5 to 9 hours on a game day, and
Oh, wow.
so they're very long. And then we obviously have training throughout the week as well.
Yes. Yeah. And do you do that within like normal work hours, or is it outside of work hours for that?
Outside, because obviously all of us girls have jobs, so we normally do it on a weeknight, and as a training can go from anywhere from 1 hour to 4 hours,
Oh my
depending.
gosh.
Yeah,
Do you get paid to do training? Is that a part of your job?
no, so we get paid for games, but we don't get paid for training.
Wow. It's a lot of commitment. It's a big commitment.
Very big.
Um, Kaz said that her cousin was a choreographer back in the 80s and 90s. That would have
We
been really interesting.
I wonder if so we did a game 2 weeks ago, and it was like all the past Canterbury cheerleaders got to dance with us current ones. So I wonder if her cousin actually got to dance with me a few
Oh my
weeks ago.
gosh.
That would be, yeah,
Let us know, Kaz. Let us know. See if you can find out. That would be really interesting. Um, and Chris said that he went to the Shania Twain Sydney album launch with Universal Music. That would have been incredible, actually, Scott. Chris, tell us about it. Put us in the comments. Tell us what you loved about it and what you didn't love.
yeah. I actually
Um,
listened to her new album yet.
no, neither have I. I have had a quick look at it, but haven't listened to the whole album. Um,
No.
He said you would be very fit and definitely good for the singing. That's true for the big notes.
Oh,
Very
I
true.
I will say like the dancing probably like does help on stage. It definitely helps with I guess my confidence and like
Yeah.
not just still. Um, yeah, definitely. Like I can't stand still when I'm on stage, so I think the dancing definitely helps with keeping me fit and energetic.
Do you? I was actually wondering how you went because performing, like you said, doing different dancing and different theatre and different sort of styles of things. That had to have impacted what you're doing today on the stage because sometimes the stage that you guys are on is tiny, so to move around and figure all that out would be quite hard.
Yeah, I will say, even though I'm not the biggest musical theatre singer, I definitely did quite a bit of musical theatre when I first came to Sydney, and the coaching that I got on that, and them directing us and telling us not how to be awkward when you perform, like learning how not to sing with a microphone and that. definitely has helped even country stuff, like how to engage an audience, how like when you're not singing, how to find those moments to connect with the audience. So there's definitely even in different genres, I've definitely learned so much in. And as I was saying before, like the dancing definitely helped me on stage. Like I couldn't imagine like not knowing how to dance being on stage. Not necessarily
Yeah.
like doing a Britney Spears when I'm singing a country song, but even just like having a bit of a groove with the music. I think like I can't sit still
No.
if it, I've got to. I've actually had a few times when I've done performances, people without knowing I'm a dancer, they're like, "Are you a dancer?" And I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "I see by the way you like tap your hand or something." So it's yeah, it's a part.
It's just part of you. It's part of what you're doing now. Yeah. Um, her name. Oh, Kaz just wrote back. I can't see the whole comment though. There's a lot more to cheerleading than you think. It sounds like her cousin's name was Narelle, so she said she'll check with her. Um, that'd be really interesting. That'd be pretty fun if you did actually get to meet her cousin. And Patrick said Shania Twain's new album is awesome. That is definitely on my to-do list this week. I think
Yeah,
I need to definitely need to find some time. I was going to, so we're here to talk about your current single.
yeah.
Tell us about this because, as you said before, you were writing songs for a long time before you got to a point where you would release them. Did that make it hard to then go, well, what single am I going to make as my debut single? And how did you come to choose this one?
I chose this one as it was the first song I got with the producer I've worked with, Nick Zaharias, and I don't know when I first wrote this song, I was just like it just felt I just like felt something special, and then when I took it to get like a demo done and the demo got put together, I was just like this has got to be the first song. I was like I want something that I feel was like country but still had the pop element
Yeah.
and something that I love when I songwrite is I'm even though I've got a guitar there, I'm not the best at guitar, but I can hear everything. So the riff that you hear at the end of the song, like the dun 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 dun, dun, I
Yeah.
said to my, can you like play this? And I just thought it was like the best lead song. It was like catchy. It was like country. It had pop in it. It had like my guitar riffs and I feel like it was like a nice, fun, catchy song. And I think I want that to kind of be the way I introduce myself to the country scene, being like fun, bubbly, dancey. But there is definitely songs that don't have that fun to it. I
That
mean, but it just felt like get out.
I think everybody has it, don't we? Like you've got to all have a mix of songs and a whole lot of styles, right? All the way through. And as Kaz says, 95 types of country music and all are welcome.
Of that. I mean, as I said, like this felt like the more pop country, but I have actually written some songs that are like trap country. I have like EDM country. I'm like, oh, they're probably in the back seat for a while, but like I don't be like I have to write a honky tonk song like
Yes.
whatever comes
Whatever
to
comes to mind. Yeah. And that's the best way to do it because you can't connect with something. I mean, sometimes you have to write a certain style because you're writing it for something specific. But in general, if it's not coming out naturally, people don't connect as easily because you can't sell something that doesn't feel natural to you. It's very hard to convince that audience, isn't it?
yeah.
Um, and that's the difference. So I love the reasoning behind this song. So how long have you been sitting on it? How long ago did you write this one?
I wrote this song end of 2024, maybe like November, December. Um, it's yeah, I was at home in Mackay and like I didn't have my piano or guitar. I just started like humming. Like, wait a minute, like I have this hum and I like got and then like when I came back to Sydney and I sat at my piano, I was like, what can I write about? But I kept singing like A, no, and then that's how and then I kinda just was like, I've got to run with like
Yeah,
and it turned
it just
into no.
that is so exciting. Have you written co-writes at all, or are you still writing by yourself, but mostly?
I haven't got a chance to collaborate yet. I would love to because there's
Yeah.
definitely songs where I'm like, oh, I can imagine this being like a duet or like like a feature. So I mean, I did get to do a really fun dance track as like a promotion single a few weeks ago. So that was kind of my first time collaborating. But country music, no, it's all been self-written so
Oh
far,
my
which
gosh.
actually kind of is nice. But I also
It
would
is.
love to myself and explore other people's music
Yes,
perspectives.
definitely. And that's one of the beautiful things about the Australian country music scene is you get that option so much. You know, once you get it starting to get out there, people will jump in and just, you know, offer to write, offer to um, just to talk, like anything that you need in the industry. It's such a, like, a welcoming scene, and nobody's sort of out to,
No,
you know, make somebody else's career. They're not looking at it as if it's a competition between the two of you. Like they would rather they look at you and they help you and we help each other. And I think that's something that now that you're sort of in the scene and people are starting to know you and you're going to start running into people at shows and doing different things. So I think that will come very, very quickly.
no, I
Um,
think no, like I'm not as on the scene like as others. I'm still coming out. I definitely felt like what you said, like that. I have not felt any competition.
no.
Artists have started following me that released a single on the day, and I've started following them. And like if I have heard songs, I've been messaging them, being like, "Oh, I heard your song on the radio. I love it." So I think it's definitely like that camaraderie of like I love the country music. So yeah,
Yes.
definitely feeling
I
that
think
already.
I can't wait to see you grow and keep you going. So, what is left for you for 2026? And I keep saying that because I nearly say 25, and it should be 25, should be well out of my head by now, but it's not. Have you got more music ready to go? Are you going to try and do some shows? What are you going to try and do?
Yeah, so at the moment I've been focused on the single, definitely getting more shows towards the end of the year or more gigs and stuff. But I actually am recording a new single this weekend.
Mm.
Um, and then I've got a few other demos, so just trying to work out like the follow up. Like, I've got two or three songs that I'm like, oh, which way do I want to take this? Because I think the challenge with this song is and it's like I do have the kind of freedom to go more pop country or more traditional country,
Ooh.
so I'm like I just kind of want to see how the final kind of mix and master of each of the songs go, and I want to like feel that like spark that I did with No Cowgirl and see where the road takes me. But there will definitely be another song out by the end of the year.
Oh my gosh, that's so quick and so wonderful. I love how you've got that option with this song, writing a song to you could take it either way depending on what it feels like, I guess, in the studio. But the beauty of that is that down the track you could even do it in the other way.
Yeah,
And you know, do two different styles of the same song. You know, it would be lots of fun to be able to play. But I think that would be one of the best feelings in the studio is actually going in there with a bit of an open mind and being able to go, well, can we try this? And can we
yeah,
try that? And I think that that gives you so many options and so many different things that you don't normally get as a solo songwriter. Like if you're going in open minded, you kind of combining all your talents and the people that you're working with to record and produce. That's the beauty of the process as well.
yeah. No, I really love like even though I solo write, like I take on board so much of what my producers have to say because they are definitely more musically inclined. Like I taught myself to play the piano, so I'm still being like, oh, is it actually an A minor or is it an A? So I'm still like, but I
Still,
definitely also love being a solo writer to have the freedom to be like, no, I want this specific guitar. If I want like it to be more like, pop country rather than like adding a trap beat like that Morgan Wallen style. Like I kind of like having the freedom of just, that's one of the things I do love about solo writing is I can kind of play with how I want it to sound,
yes,
and you still take on board the producer's inspiration.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's the beautiful thing with this, and I think that's one of the freedoms in country music too. Is that, as Kat said, there's so many types of country music that you do have a lot more freedom when you are recording because you're not trying to box it into a genre. We've got so many styles that it kind of you can't really get it wrong. There's no right or wrong. It's just to do what feels good and what sounds good to you. Because
yeah,
yeah, that's the beautiful thing about I think the country music genre is the freedom that it gives.
And I think it like country music getting so popular in the last year or two means like you can explore like, 5 or more years ago it was like, there was no such thing as trap country, and now like every second country song has a trap beat, but it's still like got the pedal steel in it, and then you have like the country, like there's so like as Kaz was saying before, there's so many different genres of country. It's kind of fun to be able to like play around with that, and
Yes.
that's why I be like, oh, which way do I want my music to go
Yeah.
next? Because I have the option to pick from quite a different lot of country songs that I've written. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm to get them all out eventually. Like, I've got a rock country sort,
Oh my
but
God.
yeah, yeah. As I said, I don't sit down and I'm like, I have to write a traditional kind. It's just whatever is like feels right to the lyrics and
Yeah.
where it goes.
Did you teach, because I know you had lessons vocally and things, did you teach yourself to write songs? Was that, or have you done things with in the past with study and things for it?
Um, I like I've never like I've taught myself. I don't even know if I taught myself. It's just I think I was 7 years old and wrote a poem and started singing, and that was my first song. And I don't know, ever since I was like little, I would like dream of songs or just like start humming. And it's like just, I guess, I don't, I guess, trying to be humble. It's just something I've naturally always been able to do. And now I've got a bit more. I did self teach myself the piano,
Wow.
because this guitar is here, it never gets played. Like, addictive as a country singer to be terrible at the guitar. It's like I can hear exactly what the guitar has to do, and you'd think
Yeah.
as a dancer could coordinate it, but trying to sing and then this hand's doing that, I'm like, oh no, like no. So it's for me. I write on the piano, and any guitar is like me humming it and telling the producer.
You're
They
not in here and in here. Yeah.
like yeah, that's like when I write my songs, I hear absolutely everything. I just can't play everything.
Yep. You'll get there though. Everybody starts off on one and then it just sort of eventually just happens. But I can't believe you taught yourself piano when you got to this day. It's incredible. She
Oh,
said it's your, Kaz said
I
it's your gift.
oh, thank you.
I think that's the thing. It is sometimes just songwriting and music is just in you, and it just finds its own way out when it's meant to. And I think so many in the industry are the same. It's just what we you don't really do it because you have a choice. It's just part of who we are.
Yeah, no, I love that. I agree with that.
Now, before we do head off, I'm sorry I've taken a whole half an hour. I know I always say 20 minutes, but it always goes so quick. What is the best place for us to keep an eye on you and your music and social media wise? What's the best thing, the most up to date platform that you're using?
Instagram, but I also have Facebook and TikTok. So
On
they
TikTok.
TikTok is still like so mostly Instagram and Facebook under Angie Brooks.
Perfect. So, guys, but before you head off tonight, everybody, we do have one more show tonight, so hang in there. But in between shows, you can scan this QR code and it will take you to the current single and all the things that on whatever you like to listen to it on, because I know there's 100 ways to listen to music now, probably more. So whatever platform you like to listen to it, the code should take you there. But make sure you follow along on social media because I can't wait to hear your next single, and it really excites me to hear that you've got so many styles to put out into the world.
Yeah, it is exciting definitely to play with the different ones, and that's why I have so much fun writing.
Yes. How
I just
beautiful.
comment saying, oh, thank you.
It's so beautiful. And that's the other thing too. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm not pretty sure, I know in country music we have the best fans in the world. Um, and and Kaz is going to do a review for you. So she said she'll tag you once she's done it. Her reviews are incredible. I actually have wondered, Kaz, how long does it take you to write your reviews? Because there's a lot of work that goes into them. And Patrick said that your future is so bright.
Oh, that's so nice. Thank you.
Um, it's yeah. Oh, that's a good comment. Got Taylor Moss vibes. There you go. It's that's a really nice comparison. What a beautiful, beautiful thing to say. But please, can we have you come back before the end of the year and hear what you're doing? Are you heading to Tamworth in January? I
I'm
haven't
gonna
decided.
I'm gonna apply for Star Maker, so
Nice.
maybe even the busking. I'm gonna try to get there, but yeah, I'll. This won't be the last, and I'll definitely love to come back on for a chat.
We would love to have you. But in the meantime, everybody, go and have a listen to the single. And if you haven't already heard it, which I think all of you probably have, let me know in the comments afterwards what you think, because I can still see the comments even after we've gone live. So please let us know. I love to hear your thoughts and everything on the single. But welcome to the country music world, and we can't wait to have you back in a few weeks or months. There's not much left of the year.
No, thank you so much. It's been so nice. Like you guys have been so supportive, and it's been really fun getting to chat.
You too. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll be back shortly. We have Andrew on at 8 o'clock tonight. We're trying to we've got quite a few singles coming through, which is amazing, trying to get everybody onto the show. So stay tuned. We will see you shortly. In the meantime, go and have a listen to Angie's song and let us know in the comments. Well, thank you, everybody. We'll see you all soon.